Baby, I did not do a review last week, but I'm doing one this week, so let's get into growing up hip hop, y'all. What's the deal, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of Growing Up Hip Hop. I think this is episode 7 because I did not review episode 6 last week. I just wasn't feeling it, and I just didn't feel like getting in front of the camera doing no damn video about it because it just wasn't all that to me. But I'm just going to let y'all know that even though I did not do a review, I'm just going to touch on one thing and one thing only. It's the fact that Vanessa informed TT about the stuff that Egypt and Sam have been saying about her, as she should have, okay? Because my thing about this situation, all Sam and Egypt do is sit up and talk about TT. That's all they got to talk about is fucking TT. Like, TT ain't talking about y'all. TT ain't even thinking about y'all. But y'all sitting up here talking about her. That's really the basis of the situation. So let's get into tonight's episode. So Savannah and Boogie, they get together. I guess they getting together to eat or whatever because Boogie seems to like Savannah, but then again, he really don't see it for her and she really don't see it for him. She said she wanted to eat some Popeyes. My choice would have been Chick-fil-A, but that's another story. But she wanted a chicken sandwich from Popeyes and they sitting up there talking. Now, Boogie starts talking about Brianna and what happened between him and her and how she got into a drunken fit or whatever, and he wanted to have an intervention for her the same way she had an intervention for him for his own drug issues in the past. But he just said that all he wanted to do was have a conversation with her and she just wasn't with it or whatever. Boogie was like, okay, you got girl problems, there's drugs in the past, abuse issues, I don't know, and your money ain't up, all of this other stuff. So apparently Savannah ain't nothing but a gold digger, you know what I mean? But then again, this is really what it is. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't mess up with no broke. That's pretty much the time that she on. She ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. You know, that's what she's on. That's the time she on. So that leads me to believe she's a gold. I don't want to say she a gold digger. She just ain't messing with no broke nigga. She just want a nigga with money. Like, she don't want nobody that got a regular 9 to 5 like me. Not that it will ever work out between me and her because I'm not into what she got. Y'all know what I'm into, you know. You know, that type of shit. But she say she going where the money resides. Who could be mad about it? So Lil Twist with his high self, he has a house shoe line coming out and he wants everybody to come and support him. Now Savannah has Cree as her +1, even though Cree and Twist did not get along the last time they were in the same vicinity. So in the midst of it, you know, Cree wants to tea about Savannah and Boogie. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Savannah was like, listen, you know, I'm not really feeling him like that. He ain't really got his coins on deck like that. Like, he really ain't my type, to be honest. Like, you know, he's cool, but he just not it. We already knew he wasn't it for you, girl, because all you want is a man with money. I don't know how much money Boogie got. You know, Dame Dash is his dad, and, you know, Dame Dash got his own money issues, so I don't know what the fuck he got. But at the end of the day, she wants a man with a bunch of money. So, we already knew that Boogie and Savannah wasn't going to last. It was a cute idea on paper, but no, it was never going to make it. Then they started talking about the TT situation, and, you know, Savannah was like, well, I don't want nobody to think that I was being messy by bringing the situation up. And my thing is that, girl, you were being messy. That is your whole point of being on this show. See, what you fail to realize, you are the plant, basically. Like, you're the bone carrier. You're the Cardi Red. You're the Sheree. Now, I ain't mad at you, though, because I actually like, don't get me wrong now, I actually like Savannah on this show, really. Like, I'm glad she got her own, and I think that this is what this show needed. They needed somebody like Savannah to balance everything out. So, even though she was being messy, because she was, I can honestly say that I don't think she had any ill intent. TT did need to know the tea. And Sam and Egypt was just dishing it out to motherfuckers that they don't even know. And all they ever do is talk about TT. So it had to get back somewhere because Savannah don't know TT like that. Neither does Cree. So Cree told Vanessa and Vanessa told TT. That's just how it was, as messy as it is. And that's exactly how rumors get spreaded. It started from Egypt. Got back to TT like it needed to. So yeah, you were being messy. Don't say, I don't want her to think that I was being messy. Girl, you were. Just own the shit. Just say, bitch, I was being messy and I wanted that bitch to know. Just say that. So Sam and Boogie, they're playing basketball and they start talking about Savannah, and just like Savannah ain't feeling Boogie, Boogie ain't feeling Savannah. He feels like Boogie feels like she's a little young. She's a little childish, not really on his level, on the maturity level. She's not really on his level, and he's about to be 30. So she's not even on the same type of time that he's on. You know what I mean? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Savannah is in her early 20s. So yeah, that's never gonna work. Take it from a person that's 32 years old, and every time I would date somebody, they would be at least 5 or 6 years younger than me. Every time I would date them, like especially in my late 20s, like no, because I remember I was 28, and the guy that I was dating was like maybe 23, 22. Did not work, and I used to always wonder why the shit don't work out. Always wondering why the shit don't work out. Always wondering why the shit don't work out. Why? Because I'm older than you niggas. Why? Because I got more money than you niggas. Why? Because I'm more mature than you niggas. Why? Because I got my head on straight. Yours still crooked. You still got to straighten that motherfucker out. That's why it don't work. So it wasn't going to work between Savannah and Boogie anyway, okay? They're from two different worlds. He's pretty much coming to his own. She ain't nowhere near. She's still trying to find her way because she in her 20s. That's what the 20s for you to find your way. You don't really find your way till you're 30, and when you don't find your way when you're 30, you just ain't trying to find it. So it is what it is, child. But they started talking about TT as usual. And you know, Boogie mentioned that he gotta get his passport so he can go to TT's wedding. At this point, she wants to outshine Egypt. She wants to be Egypt. She wants to do everything Egypt do. Who the fuck is Egypt, bitch? Who the fuck is Egypt, bruh? Like, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is she for you to think that she's so goddamn special. Who is she? What does she do? Who does she think she is? Who do you think she is? No one. So shut the fuck up. I'm sick of y'all. Every time I turn around, Sam and Egypt got TT name in their mouth. They have nothing else to talk about. For you all to be on Jay-Z and Beyonce's level, you sure keep talking about somebody that's not on y'all level, okay? Beyonce and Jay-Z don't be talking about no damn body. Folks talk about them and they never fucking respond. But you motherfuckers stay talking about TT. For her to want to be Egypt so bad, y'all know y'all can't stop talking about her. Stop talking about her. Y'all look pressed as fuck, okay? Period. So Lil Eazy-E is messy as fuck with his big ass. He's so damn messy. But Eric, Tanise, Aaliyah, JoJo, and Twist, they started talking about the rumors about TT. And I'm just sitting here watching it because even Ashley, my girl Ashley Miller, we was on Twitter and I saw what she was saying, like, why y'all all up in her damn business? Like, why y'all discussing this shit? Like, why do y'all even give a fuck so much about her goddamn business? Like, I don't get it. All y'all being missed. Cree and Savannah comes in together. You know, Cree basically returned the petty shit that Twist did at her event, at his event. He didn't want to wear the mask. She don't want to wear the shoes. It's petty versus petty. That's pretty much what that is. So then my girl Brianna arrives and she goes straight for the damn liquor table, just like I probably would have. She's feeling good, feeling great, whatever. She comes in speaking to all of the girls. And then, you know, she's a painter, so it's like she lit up when they was doing the art stuff. And it's just good to see Brianna in a decent place with the rest of the people on the show. Because the little bit that I did watch over the years, she was not getting along with none of these girls. And then Cree starts asking Brianna about Boogie, and she was like, well, you know, we're both fire signs, so we're like this, you know, I'm a Leo, he's a Sag, it's always going to be like this, so you know. And honestly, I don't really like Leos like that. Like, I don't really get along with too many Leos at all, like straight up, point blank period. The only Leo that I know for a fact that I really, really love is Jamie. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jamie is a Leo, if I'm not mistaken. But that is one girl, one Leo that I really, 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 really like. Like, straight up, I love Jamie. So Cree and Savannah, they start talking about Cree's relationship with Uncle Luke and how she feels about it. And, you know, she just feels like she don't need to be chasing after him. At the end of the day, she's always going to be the child of the situation. And that shit is facts. Like, I totally agree. That whole little situation between her and Uncle Luke really triggered me. And we're going to get into that in just a second, trust. Now, TT is in the party. She's being very standoffish with everyone. She's not really feeling it. She's just there to support Twist. But Brianna tells TT and Twist about her dinner party. And what's really funny is that they're sitting back laughing and joking. Like I like TT and Brianna's relationship, and I like TT and Twist's relationship too. It was over there having a good little kiki about this dinner party that Brianna's gonna throw. So then Eric decides to call Savannah out. Brianna decides to call Savannah out about her being like a gold digger and shit like that. I felt like if he wanted to call her out about some shit like that, he could have talked to her about that on the sideline. Why is that a conversation, and why is everybody trying to find out where she get her money from? I'm just trying to understand it. It's pretty clear that she get it from a man, so who gives a fuck where she get it from? I personally don't care. Like, if she want to walk around here and give it up for a piece of change, then that's on her. I don't really give a damn at this point. Who cares? So TT and Sean, they discuss the rumors. TT is very furious about it. She really don't want to talk about it right now. She don't even want to have her wedding on TV anymore because of the rumors. Sean said they're not canceling their wedding for a bunch of clowns, meaning Egypt, Sam, that ugly ass auntie of TT's, and Pepper. I just feel like Egypt and Pepper are just straight up trash. For y'all to be relatives and for y'all to be doing this shit on TV is really a fucking mess, okay? Both of y'all are a fucking mess, especially Pepper. Like, I really had a lot more respect for you in the past, but girl, bye. Like, fuck you. So now we get into the part that very much so triggered the hell out of me, and that's the scene with Cree and Uncle Luke, okay? Now, Uncle Luke and Cree have had a pretty tumultuous relationship. And, you know, Cree's sister and brother is there. They've also had a tumultuous relationship with him, but they've recently gotten into a good place. Now, as far as Cree is concerned, yes, Uncle Luke is her biological father, but the man that raised her and the man that was there for her was Ted Lucas. That's who she really considers to be her father. In my case, my father wasn't around, and I have to word this the correct way because of the fact that I do know that some of my relatives on my father's side do watch my videos, and I do know that we are all in a better place at this point in time. So I have to word it in a sense where people don't get pissed off or something like that. And I really hate that I can't necessarily tell my truth sometimes because, I don't know. But in my case, my father wasn't necessarily present in my life like that. You know, I would see him sometimes, most of the times growing up, I would see him once a year. But my mother was married to a man that I did not like. Like, he was abusive. He was verbally abusive and physically abusive. We have gotten into many physical altercations. He put hands on my mom. You know, we all put hands on him. It was a very toxic situation. So as far as a father figure, that I never had growing up. What kills me in these type of situations is that people want to tell you exactly how you're supposed to feel about this situation. It's our perspective. No matter how you feel about it, it is our perspective. And even though we are in our 30s and shit like that, we're still the children of said situation. You're the parent. We're the children. So we don't have to go out of our way to do anything. And sometimes parents, even grandparents, have this thing where they think that you're supposed to bow down to them, or you're supposed to drop everything and come to their aid all the time when they were never there for you. And and then they would gaslight and create this whole conversation. At the end of the day, Luke was not her father in her eyes because he wasn't there. That's the thing, he was not there for her. I hate when people try to gaslight those of us who had an absentee parent in our damn lives. And the way that we felt is just the way that we felt, and that's our fucking truth. Why can't two truths coexist together? At the end of the day, he was not her father in the way that she needed him to fucking be. Ted was there for her. Ted provided for her. Luke didn't do shit. He don't even know when her birthday is. At least my daddy knew when my birthday was. Now, granted, me and my father are good. Y'all see the pictures. We are good. We didn't always have the best relationship, but me and my dad are the best we've ever been in so many years. We are the best that we've ever been. No, I don't call my dad every damn day, but we are the best that we've ever been. So this ain't me knocking him for what happened in the past. But I've been through this same situation with Cree. I've shedded those same tears as Cree. People never want to hear the truth. And then you have siblings and shit like that that don't want, that would straight up just dismiss the way you felt because I had the same exact thing. Just because they don't feel the same way you feel, they just dismiss you and the pain that you feel about the situation. And that shit ain't fair. It ain't right. It ain't none of that. And at the end of the day, Luke feeling away because she said what she said about Ted Lucas being the man that raised her. He was. What you mad for? He was the man that raised her, bitch. I just want you to hear me. I just want you to hear her. That was the man that raised her. And until you realize that, until you get with that, that's what the fuck it is, okay? And then your kids sitting up here trying to gaslight her ass. Like, I didn't like that at all. That whole scene pissed me the fuck off, period. I don't like that shit, bro. I don't. I really don't. It was fucked up to me. Very much so. Because it's like, girl, like, when it comes down to a kid and an absentee parent, everybody got some opinions about that situation. Everybody got so much shit to say. Because I know when it was me and I was speaking on how I felt about my dad, I didn't do it in the best way. Like, I used to vent on Facebook. I used to vent on my YouTube channel. I used to vent that way. And that was the only way I got the attention that was needed for me to have that conversation. Because when I would say it to them, nobody would hear me. But when I said it in public, that's when everybody got so pissed off at me about it. That's the thing. So I get where Cree is coming from. You know what I mean? I get exactly where she's coming from. I don't give a fuck about this sweet shit that happened at the end. I just want to talk about how she was being gaslighted. I didn't like this shit at all. But with that being said, y'all, this is my review of Growing Up Hip Hop. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Both will be in the description box. And I'm out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at you later, y'all. Peace out.